Centerburg finished the regular season 19-3, including a perfect 12-0 in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference. They start their trail on the tournament path tonight as they take on Johnstown. It's the Johnnies and the Trojans coming up next.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Oh, 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 oh. Love the little things, love the little things.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Centerburg High School, where the Trojans are hosting the Johnstown Johnnies in a sectional championship game. I am Brian Harder, along with Greg Collins, and we talked last night when we were at Bucyrus about the seeding, and you were discussing some concerns that you had about the seeding. How would you like to be hosting a sectional championship game?
What a big advantage. I think, getting to play at home in familiar territory, a short trip for your fans. I'm not sure how long it takes to get from Johnstown, but I know it's a lot further than somebody who lives right around the corner. I think it's a big advantage, and it's something that was started not too many years ago in some of the districts. In the Northwest District, they still play neutral site sectional games. But here in the Central District, top seed, you've earned it, I guess, so you get to play at home.
Centerburg is the number 5 seed in the Columbus 1 sectional, and Johnstown is the number 7 seed. Johnstown 12-11 on the regular season, 6-5 in the small division of the Licking County League. Centerburg 19-3, 12-0 in the KMAC. Johnstown under the direction of first-year head coach Max Shawver. He was an assistant at Westerville Central for 4 years, and he was on staff for their Division I state runner-up team last season, and he brings a lot of experience from the assistant level in a very successful program to Johnstown.
Well, Johnstown's been very, very good, and anytime you have a great class go through, it just feeds to the younger kids. They get motivated, especially the youth, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th graders. They get excited about playing basketball. And for years, Johnstown has put out some very, very good, solid basketball teams. And now that they have many new faces, they're still competitive, and they've earned the number 7 seed.
They were 22-6 last year and won the small school division again of the Licking County League with an 11-1 record. Their season ended in the regional finals as they lost 64-56 to Ottawa Glandorf. 9 seniors departed from that team, so Shawver's got a little bit of a rebuilding mode going here in Johnstown.
Well, we've seen Ottawa Glandorf, and they just put out a powerhouse every year, so there's no problem in losing to a program like that. But you're right. When you have so many new faces, there's going to be some mistakes that are going to be made. You just hope that the team develops as the season progresses. The team becomes better, more efficient offensively, more efficient defensively, and certainly come tournament time, you want to be playing your best basketball.
Now the keys for Johnstown, they want to get the score lower into the 40s.
Well, you look at their average, and they average around 47 points a game. So they're obviously more of a defensive team than what Centerburg, who is averaging 60 points a game. So I think Johnstown would feel more comfortable if the score is in the 40s. They play solid defense. They hold their opponents to 43% shooting, which is a very good percentage. So I think the higher the score benefits Centerburg, lower the score benefit Johnstown.
And they also have to know where number 22 is at all times.
Boy, I'm looking forward to watching him play. I have not seen him play, but he puts up some great statistics. He shoots well from inside the arc. He shoots well from outside the arc. Just a complete basketball player that I'm looking forward to watch.
For Centerburg, they're under the direction of head coach John Marhefka, who is in his second stint as a head coach here, and he has had a lot of success. He has coached at the college level. He was an assistant at Kenyon. He's come back here, and in his second season, he really just kind of picked up where he left off. They were 19-3 this year, 12-0 in the KMAC, and last year they were 16-4, 13-1 in the KMAC, and they are one of those teams that is just – they roll out a very good product every year.
So you're telling me they've been dominating the KMAC?
Yes.
Well, not only dominating the KMAC, they play very well non-league. They they beat early in the season a Mount Vernon team that we did not get a chance to see play, but we did see a lot of the OCC teams play, and Mount Vernon was in the top half of the conference. Actually, they were up there in first place for much of the year. So that's a big, big win right there over a D1 program in Mount Vernon. So, great situation that he stepped into, but obviously a very good coach.
Now, they did not get out of the sectional last year. They lost in the title game to North Union 60-45. So if they want to win tonight, the key for them, they want to enjoy the home cooking and take care of things here on their home floor.
I just think that's a big advantage. You're going to have, you should, and it looks like there's going to be many more people here from Centerburg. You're playing in a facility that you practice in, you've played in for years. It's a big advantage playing at home, and to be able to host a sectional championship game, I think that's big. So take advantage of that.
Pretty good crowd on hand here this afternoon at Centerburg, and one thing that we have learned coming down here, this is my first basketball game down here, but I was down here for football season. They love their Trojans down here, and they come out in full force to support their sports programs.
Well, that's great, and you could expand on the football, but I know basketball, this is my first time down here, first time I think I've seen Centerburg play, but over the years I've read about them, and they just seem to put out successful basketball teams every year.
I'm excited to see Marhefka and what he has, the stamp that he has really put on this program. He was a head coach at Slippery Rock. He was an assistant at Kenyon. And so he brings a lot of not just the X's and O's, but how to build expectations and what to do. We talk a lot during off seasons about kids coming out and doing things when it's not basketball season. Correct. To make yourself better, so you know that this program does things the right way, even in the summers.
Well, I'm a big proponent that you need to have skill development at some time, if not, well, actually all throughout the year. Yeah, you have to do some skill development during the season, spend a little bit of time, but a great deal of time in the off season. We used to always tell our players that the summer is made for individuals. Winter is made for teams. Make yourself a better player during the summer, whether it's in the gym here, whether it's playing outside in the parks, whatever it is, work on your game, become a better basketball player, and then come wintertime, we'll put it all together to make a successful basketball team.
Now, we have seen a lot of student sections throughout the year, but we have not seen kids in hard hats.
Yeah,
so they must really take their basketball seriously.
They must, either that or they're waiting for some bad passes and they just want to be safe.
We're going to pause now for the playing and singing of our national anthem. I am Brian Harder along with Greg Collins as we continue with the Charter Next Gen pregame show. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Johnnies of Johnstown, under the direction of head coach Max Shawver in his first season as the program's head coach. Caleb Schneider averages just under 7 points a game. He's a 6'1" junior. Seth Scarberry almost 4 points a game, the 6'4" senior. Drew Brett averages almost 7 points a game. Brady Barb is the point guard. He's a 6' sophomore. And Cody Siegfried, their leading scorer, averages almost 14 a game and 7 rebounds per night. He's a 6'3" junior. For Centerburg, under John Marhefka in his second season, Colton Martin, a 9-point and 4.5 rebounds per game starter as a 6'4" junior. Isaiah Reynolds averages almost 7 points a game and just under 5 rebounds. He's a 6' senior. Their leading scorer and the second leading scorer in the KMAC, McKinnon Mead, averages just over 17 points a game, almost 4 assists and 3 steals per night. Landon Griffith and Alex Johnson round out the starting 5 for the Centerburg Trojans. The winner of tonight's game will play either Northmore or North Union on Tuesday, March 1st. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock at a site yet to be determined. And this district does things a little bit differently as you're talking about hosting this level of the sectional tournament, and they don't know yet where they will play the district semifinals. At this point of the season, it really doesn't matter because then from this point on, everyone's on the same page.
Well, you're right. And I would assume what the Central District will look at is where are the two teams located and what's a neutral site, which, you know, is a smart way to do it if they can find a host school in between that can take the crowd.
Or Centerburg may want to look at a possible rematch with North Union, the team that knocked them out of the sectional last year. But they have got to get by Johnstown, and don't let that 12-11 record fool you. This should be a pretty good matchup. Johnstown plays a pretty good non-conference schedule, so they're used to playing at a high level.
Well, you're right. Now, I grew up in Granville, but it was many years ago. And, of course, Granville was then and is now a member of the Licking County League. Since my day, they've added some schools, but Zanesville is in that conference right now, and a big addition. Watkins Memorial, a good-sized school. I know Johnstown plays in the smaller school division. I'm not exactly sure who the teams are in that smaller school division, but Licking County League has put out some great teams, Johnstown being right there with them.
Well, the Johnnies compete in that small division, as you mentioned. Heath, Hebron Lakewood, Newark Catholic, Johnstown Northridge, and Utica round out the small school division, so some pretty solid programs in there.
And I think Heath has had a great basketball program the last 2 years. Heath is right outside of Newark, Ohio, right there on the border, and they put out some very good basketball teams. So, Johnstown has been challenged during the entire year. And, of course, they were challenged by Granville. I mean, that's a given.
Centerburg, on the other hand, they are a charter member of the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference, which was formed in 2017. And prior to joining the KMAC, the Trojans were in the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference from 2013 to 2017. And it is just that continual revolving door of new conferences, old conferences dissolving. I remember when the Northern Ohio League folded.
Right.
That was very disappointing. The Licking County League, though, has been around for a long time.
Well, and I think it dissolved. If I remember correctly, it dissolved for a few years, or I don't know how many, but they brought it back 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure exactly how many years ago, but it was a great league back in the day, and it was great that they brought it back.
Well, it was formed in 1927.
That's not the year I was there, though. Okay.
Then it disbanded in 91, then reformed in 2013. And the sectional championship from Centerburg is underway. Johnstown with the basketball to start things off.
Now, remember, we talked, I would think that Johnstown would like to keep the score low. That doesn't mean you don't shoot, but maybe you pass up a good shot for a great shot. And these guys have played a lot of basketball this year, so they know what shot they want.
Cody Siegfried gets the shot that he wants, and it drops. And Johnstown with a 2-0 lead early.
Good one-on-one move there. Just took his man inside 10 feet and used a jump hook.
Both these teams will use a lot of motion. That's McKinnon-Mead, excuse me.
He's got great stats. He shoots over 60% inside the arc and over 30%, about 35 from outside. So he can score at different levels.
Griffith looks inside. Strong post-up move. Doesn't drop by Colton Martin, but the offensive rebound up and in by Alex Johnson.
And Alex Johnson did a great job of just really taking the ball away and laying it in. If you're Johnstown, obviously you want to limit one shot every time down.
Centerburg gets through the full court pressure. And a traveling violation is called on Levi Hauk.
Centerburg did a good job of closing down the lane at the last second, causing the turnover, but you can see where Centerburg is pressing a little bit. I'm assuming, again, yeah, they like to create turnovers, but also just want to up-tempo as much as they can.
Strong post-up move inside, and Isaiah Reynolds.
And you're exactly right, Isaiah Reynolds. But he did his best job before he received the ball, staying low, posting up hard, and then once he received it, just an outstanding job of using his strength.
Siegfried is going to draw the foul inside.
He's going to get a chance to go to the line where he is a 66% free throw shooter.
We've talked a lot during the regular season and the postseason about teams that shoot free throws very well, and both of these teams shoot 64% from the line.
And we've seen teams, we had couple last night that are in the low 50s. 64, coach will live with that. Like to get it up a little bit, but you'll live with 64.
We're tied at 4, just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. in this Division III Sectional Championship game between Johnstown and Centerburg.
I can already tell that Isaiah Reynolds is just a physical player. He likes to set screens.
It's a foul on the floor.
But number 11, Isaiah Reynolds, just like he'll set screens. He's already taken the ball away inside. He posts up hard. You like to have those type players. Not afraid to get their nose dirty.
Brady Barb whistled for the personal. Strong move inside by Isaiah Reynolds.
Again, 2 straight moves.
Puts Centerburg up by 2. Down inside again to Siegfried. And
Nice.
Siegfried with 6 points.
It was a nice screen away on Siegfried. He used his screen well to get open low post. Nice post entry.
Siegfried with all 6 of Johnstown's points.
Looks like Centerburg will do a lot of 5 out, but they will post up some players. Reynolds being one of them that will post up as he cuts through to the basket.
Martin grabs his offensive rebound, puts it up. No, fights for it again. And a traveling violation is called on Alex Johnson.
That might have been a traveling, but it was traveling. Good call, but it was great effort by Johnson. Going from one side of the basket to the other to get the offensive rebound and just couldn't keep his balance. And here comes the pressure, and it almost creates a turnover.
Siegfried up ahead to Scarberry and tried to go back to Siegfried, and it goes out of bounds. A turnover for Johnstown.
Yeah, it's tough to make too many passes within 2 feet of the basket.
Tried to throw the ball into traffic, and we're knotted up at 6. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Both teams been playing man-to-man defense so far. Centerburg, you've seen really pound the ball inside. I don't think we've seen a perimeter shot yet. Both teams concentrating on getting it close to the basket. Johnstown posting up.
Mead off of the switch, and they will call a foul on his drive to the basket. Caleb Schneider. That's the second personal for Johnstown. McKinnon Mead has yet to score. Averages 17 a game. That was a 5-second call. And Johnstown will get the ball.
And I'm sure Centerburg will continue with their pressure. We've talked about it in our last 2 nights that we've had tournament games, but generally come tournament time, the officials are going to let you play a little bit more. Some fouls that maybe were called in the regular season aren't going to get called come tournament time. Good hands by, is that Mead?
And a timeout was called by Johnstown. And I think the Centerburg fans didn't think they had possession of the ball.
That was close, but the Johnstown fans over there thought it was a great call. So, and you can't say it's 50-50. I think we have a much bigger Centerburg crowd today. We have a good cheering section for Centerburg. And as you made the comment, some of them are wearing their hard hats, and it looks like their road gear. Maybe they just came from work.
There's Max Shawver, the head coach of Johnstown in his first season as a head coach. And his Johnnies are tied 6-all at Centerburg, 3:16 to go in the first quarter.
Again, we said that Johnstown would probably like to keep the score lower, keep it in the 40s, and right now we are, about that pace.
Johnstown only starts one senior. So a young group that Shawver has put on the floor.
There's an outside shot. Didn't look like he had his balance under him and doesn't connect with anything. And here we have Centerburg on the run.
Johnstown with a nice job getting back. Mead launches a three. And the rebound down to Brett. Brett up ahead, it's blocked. And here comes Centerburg.
Great hustle by Centerburg. Both teams working hard.
Griffith, he has his shot blocked, but it comes right back to Centerburg.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice look inside on the assist by Mead. And Alex Johnson now with 4.
Great job of penetration. And, you know, you always tell your defense inside, don't help inside out. Now, that time the defense did help inside out. Beautiful bounce pass.
Siegfried pulls up for 3.
So right now the score is what? Siegfried 9, Centerburg 8. He's a good player, but they have other guys around him. I mean, he's 13.7. He's the leading scorer, but 9 here in the first quarter is more than what I think Centerburg would like to give him. Mead thought about it there a little bit.
Now he puts it on the floor, attacks in the lane, and a foul away from the ball. Foul is on Siegfried, so that's his first, the third team foul for Johnstown.
We saw this last night. We're seeing it tonight. Both teams are trying to open the lane a little bit. Now, Centerburg opens the lane. They look for dribble penetration, but then a couple of guys on cutting, they will post up strong.
Grayson Reynolds, a 5'9" sophomore, now into the lineup for Centerburg.
Good hard pass.
Both teams have shown a lot of patience at the offensive end.
Yeah, I think the shot selection has been good. Both threes, not that they can't shoot threes, but I thought both threes were maybe rushed.
Mead off balance, chases down his miss and runs hard into one of the bleachers on the other side. He's all right.
Yeah, he did a good job penetrating, but instead of coming to a 2-foot jump stop, he went right into the defense, and the defense didn't give it all.
Centerburg with the basketball. A minute to go in the opening quarter. And Johnstown with a 1-point lead. Reynolds picked up by Siegfried.
Now we get down under a minute at 44 seconds. You know, now your shot selection even changes. You want a great shot now in the end of the quarter. If not, just hold it for the last shot. There's a good cut, good block.
And Johnstown comes away with it, and they could hold for the last shot here at the end of the quarter.
And I would be surprised if they don't.
Well, as you say that, kick it out, 3 in the air by Scarberry.
Yeah, that's why I'm wrong. That's why I'm up here and they're down there. But Siegfried with a great penetration. Kick out to Scarberry for a nice 3.
Mead cannot get past Siegfried. And Siegfried gets the block, and that will do it for the first quarter. As Johnstown with a 4-point lead as we head to the second. You're watching boys high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Cody Siegfried with a 9-point first quarter. Johnstown with a 12-8 lead as we start the second.
Not only does he have 9 points, but he has the assist for the other 3. So I'm sure that's what Centerburg talked about. How are we going to defend him?
And McKinnon Mead, the leading scorer for Centerburg, has yet to score.
But Isaiah Reynolds, who has the ball now, has just done a great job inside. He gets the charge there. But he's been very physical. I think maybe there he lowered his shoulder just a little bit. But he's done a good job so far of posting up, working hard, using his dribble, a controlled dribble. And what I mean by that, he's keeping that dribble low, below his knees, making it difficult for the defense. That time he maybe lowered his shoulder, but that, I believe, just foul number 1, so he's fine.
Reynolds with 4 points. He averages 6 on the season. And a 10-second count. And Johnstown coughs it up. So another turnover for the Johnnies. And Centerburg with an opportunity here to pull to within 2.
I think you're right. You know, how will they get Mead going here? That's going to be a big one. Johnstown's been doing a good job defensively.
Siegfried with a rebound. Siegfried has been guarding Mead
And
didn't have him on that possession.
Yeah. That's a little bit more height. Siegfried's a little taller, it looks like.
Siegfried kicks it out to Schneider.
Now they got a set called from the coach, and that's a good job. Run a little offense, see what you get. You don't have anything. You can tell Johnstown's a very disciplined basketball team. Now they pull it out. Coach runs the same set they did before. That's been effective. The cross screen coming with Siegfried. That's been good for them so far. Second time they've scored on that set.
Lead is up to 6. Winner of this game will take on either North Union or Northmore. And Mead has another shot blocked. This one by Brady Barb. And that is not going to count. It would not have counted. It did not fall. Fouls on Grayson Reynolds. So Kyle Siegfried at the line.
Reporting in for Johnstown, number 20, Drew Barrett. And for Centerburg, number 3, Fulton.
Johnstown a perfect 3 for 3 from the line here in the first half.
Cody Siegfried, the junior, the older brother, I assume they're brothers, cousins, at least they share the same last name, has just done a great job, not just at the offensive end, but as you've mentioned, has done a great job on Mead at the defensive end.
Mead out of the game at the moment. Shot on the baseline by Colton Martin.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Martin. It's a big shot by Centerburg. They needed to cut the bleeding a little bit.
Offensive rebound by the Johnnies and a push off. It didn't get called. Now that we see a replay here, but that one looked like push off.
Yeah.
And the Centerburg faithful giving the officials an earful. Reynolds.
Nice move.
Grayson Reynolds with a strong move inside.
That was. He took his man to the left, and the lane opened up on the right side. He just spun right back right and used his strength to get not an easy layup. Had to lean into the defense, but he did it.
Reynolds, a sophomore, then at the other end, he gets caught pushing one of the Johnnies. He was tied up. I was watching it as it was unfolding. He got wrapped up with Seth Scarberry and then kind of just gave him a shove at the end, and he was right in front of the official when he did it. McKinnon Mead back in the ball game with 4:54 to go in the second quarter. Mead has yet to score.
Nice penetration, nice kick.
Scarberry launched another three that didn't go. He's already hit one.
You made the comment earlier about both teams getting back on defense, and you're right. Nobody's giving up any easy baskets. You score today, you're going to have to earn it.
Reynolds misfires inside.
Both teams, you can tell, are well schooled. Defensively, they get back.
Three in the air doesn't go, and they're going to say it went off the wire at the top of the backboard, so it will go to Centerburg.
I think the score, of course, Johnstown has a lead, but at 16-12, this lower scoring, I think this is exactly what Johnstown wants. They play such solid defense. Again, teams shoot, like 43% from the field against them.
Nice look inside, and another bucket by Isaiah Reynolds off of the assist from McKinnon Mead.
I've been impressed with him. He plays hard. He plays hard, strong young man. Good penetration, good kick, but he took it up with his strength.
He is at his average with 6 points.
Good split of a double team there by Johnstown.
Well, even though Mead has yet to score, he's not forcing things at the offensive end. He's had a couple of assists.
Well, and you know it's also that's who Johnstown is concerned about. So when he has the ball, I'm sure there are 5 defenders with their eyes right on him. Nice set by Johnstown for an open three.
Barb misfires from outside, and Centerburg with a chance to tie it with a 2.
I'd like to see him keep trying to feed the ball inside to Reynolds. He just does such a nice job in there, and you know he uses his dribble well. He uses his strength well.
Colton Martin kicks it out to Reynolds. And a backside rebound by Cody Siegfried. Ball tapped away, and here come the Trojans. Up ahead to Reynolds, and the pass has to be saved from going out of bounds. And let's see who they call this on. Fouls on Houck, and that'll be his first.
We said before the game that come tournament time, referees tend to let you play a little bit more. Well, hey, we have 2:31 to go in the half, and neither team is in the 1-1 yet. We've seen regular season games. Our last regular season game, our second to last, senior high in Ashland. Ashland was in the 1-1 in the first quarter. Good defense by Centerburg. Nice pull-up jumper.
Brady Barb gets his first bucket of the night, and he pushes the lead for Johnstown back to 4. Now, I don't know if they're gonna. Now they're gonna call.
Yeah, hold. Was that a Bronx cheer I'm hearing from the Centerburg fans? But Centerburg did a good job of off-the-ball movement, weak side, to keep the defense out of the lane and just taking the ball strong to the hole. They've beaten Johnstown a few times off the dribble. They haven't finished as well as I'm sure they would like, but they've beaten them off the dribble.
Reynolds on the block. Could not hit it over two defenders, and the Johnnies will slow it down at the other end.
But I like playing through Reynolds. You know, he's gonna get a lot of attention when he catches it in there.
Barb with a three that doesn't go. It's out of bounds. It will go to Centerburg.
So far today, somebody has been upset with every call, and it continues right here.
Well, they initially gave the ball to Centerburg, and the officials got together. They're going to change it to Johnstown.
That's why the other side was so happy. Nice defense. Good defense.
Jack Gregory wrestled the ball away. And the foul.
You know, and I'm a firm believer that, basketball is a tough game. It's a physical game. I always recommended you should wear a mouth guard. We have seen some teams this year that don't play real hard. Here is an example right there where, hey, we're going after it. You show me the ball, we're going to go after it.
Both these teams very good defensively, very good fundamentally. Nice shot inside by Colton Martin, who now has 4.
You can tell that Centerburg is well coached on having their players post up.
Siegfried, who has a game-high 11.
Less than a minute to go. I would think they'd want to get a great shot. Now we're under 30, and that's the shot they wanted? I guess so.
Siegfried continues a solid first half. He's got 14 of the 21 for the Johnnies. And the Johnnies up by 5 with 15 seconds to go in the half. Mead with a penetration.
Nice.
He's fouled. He'll go to the line.
But I think you noticed as soon as Mead caught the ball, it just seemed like everybody from Johnstown came into the lane, came in to help. But he did a great job of getting around the defense and picking up the foul and almost the chance for a three-point play. But he gets a chance to go to the free throw line where he's a good free throw shooter. He misses his first, but he's a good free throw shooter.
68% from the line. But Mead has yet to score.
Yeah, I think this is a half he would like to forget. But great players, hey, they let it go, and they're going to come out in the second half and compete.
Long pass, and Centerburg's going to get it with 6 seconds to go and an opportunity to trim this 4-point deficit.
I see Johnstown coming down. Looks like maybe they're going to double a little bit Mead. You would think Mead's going to be the one. Good tie help, good pull up.
That'll do it for the first half. It is Johnstown with a 21-17 lead at the intermission. You've been watching boys high school tournament basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this. At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
I got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Oh, oh, oh.
Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware. And welcome to the Charter Next Gen halftime show. I am Brian Harder along with Greg Collins, and Centerburg trailing Johnstown 21-17. And the Trojans need a solid second half if they want to avoid bowing out of the tournament for the second straight season in the sectional title game. And as we take a look at the first half numbers, we have seen a couple things happen. One, look at the field goals for Centerburg, but yet they are still trailing. Look at the threes for Johnstown.
Well, Johnstown's a couple of nice penetration kicks for threes, and, you know, we've yet to see, I think we've only had maybe one attempt for Centerburg. Centerburg's most success seems to be when they pound the ball inside. Now, the last couple of times they pounded the ball inside to Isaiah Reynolds, Johnstown has come and given great help, maybe over help, where now they have to work from the inside out. That would be a good time to get the ball back out to Mead. Get the ball back out to shooters if you do get double teamed. But Reynolds has done a nice job using his dribble to get a good position, to get a good shot. But when you see the double coming, be ready to kick it back out.
McKinnon Mead, who has been the second leading scorer in the KMAC all season, has been held to a free throw and has really been hounded all night long defensively. Has had a couple of nice assists, but they need to get him in the flow of the offense, and he needs to get that first jumper.
Yeah, he does. I think, getting a jumper would help his confidence, but, you know, Johnstown, especially Siegfried, has just done a great job defending him. He's been able to penetrate, but when he does, he gets down in there against some, it looks like some taller, maybe some stronger young men, and it's just difficult to finish in there with the big boys.
Isaiah Reynolds leads Centerburg with 6 points. For Johnstown, Cody Siegfried has really done it at both ends of the floor.
Yes.
Defensively on Mead, and offensively he leads all scorers with 14.
Well, they've done a good job of they've run the set a couple of times where on a ball reversal they've had a cross screen for Siegfried, and he's come off wide open at the block, and obviously if he catches the ball there, once he catches it, there's not much you can do. But he's also knocked down some threes. He's also assisted in some threes. You can tell that he's a complete player.
We will take a timeout. We'll come back with the third quarter from Centerburg after this. You're watching boys high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Welcome back to Centerburg High School as we get ready to start the third quarter. The Trojans on the short end of a 21-17 score. We talked about the keys at the beginning of the game. A low-scoring affair is favoring Johnstown. And if I'm John Marhefka, I'm probably going to try to run a set at the beginning of the third quarter to get McKinnon Mead going.
I could see that happening. I noticed just before they huddled up here to start the third quarter, Coach was talking with Mead. I'm sure just feeding him confidence. Just trying to feed him confidence. The guy, Mead, has done it all season. He's a proven player. Just had a tough first half against a very good defender, and, just has to get his confidence up. And as you mentioned earlier, knock down that first shot and things can go from there.
Johnstown will start with the basketball here in the third quarter.
Now, one thing I like, Brian, we've had 3 tournament games. 2 of them have been a running clock. I don't think one's happening in this one.
I do not think that will happen.
No. I think we're going to have a good one to the end. I think it's going to be who makes the best plays near the end. Here's a nice drive.
Siegfried is fouled by Isaiah Reynolds.
2 things I'm sure that Centerburg talked about. Number one is how they're going to defend this young man, because he has been their number one weapon by far, as you mentioned. And number 2, how they're going to score in the half court. Whether it's inside out, how are they going to score? I'm sure they're going to keep feeding the post. That looks like that's what they do. They're very good at it. Johnstown is doubling it again, so maybe play through the post, throwing it in, throwing it back out.
Siegfried is perfect from the line, 4 for 4. He's got 16, and the lead is back to 6.
Brian, I think it's safe to say that no one is in foul trouble at this time. Is that correct?
Isaiah Reynolds with 2 for Centerburg. Seth Scarberry with 2 for Johnstown, and that's it.
Well, that's good. Now, Isaiah Reynolds, to me, he would be one you would not want to lose. But 2 fouls in the first half, you're fine. But he is a physical player, plays hard, so.
Like Johnstown just showing Centerburg nothing
They
at
are
the offensive end.
Solid defense. Almost a turnover, a good save by Mead that time. But
Try to look inside.
Yeah, good post up, good post defense, though, by Johnstown. Mead now directing traffic a little bit. The Johnstown student section is getting excited.
And a
what they call a 5 call.
And a turnover for Centerburg. And McKinnon Mead can't believe it.
That's not the way you wanted to start the second half.
Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Johnstown.
Out of bounds, Johnnies ball.
On the season, Johnstown 6-5 on the road. But again, they have played a tough non-conference schedule. So that 500 record, obviously a little bit misleading. Ball tipped away, and
good defense.
Reynolds with a nice job of chasing it down.
Good defense, good save, gives them a chance to get out and run. Mead with the penetration, draws the foul.
And McKinnon Mead will go to the line.
Fouls on number 22, Brady Barb.
Fouls on Brady Barb. That's his second.
Number 22, McKinnon Mead, shooting 2.
And Mead is now 1 for 3 from the line. He's a 68% free throw shooter on the season, and he has just really struggled at the offensive end. He misses them both, and a foul on the rebound.
And you can just, Mead is just frustrated. You can just see it in the young man's.
Well, that is not what John Marhefko wanted. Isaiah Reynolds with his 3rd personal, so he has to sit down. So there was your offense for Centerburg.
Right. You know, he did a great job of posting up. They still have some other guys that can post up, but again, that's team 3 fouls. So, yeah, get him a break, maybe get him out, but it's not like he has to sit the entire quarter. See if Johnstown takes advantage of this situation, though. And you can see how Johnstown really uses the entire half court. They spread the offense out, and if the defense is going to come, that just opens up driving lanes.
3 missed by Schneider.
Here's a little transition.
Mead has to kick it back up top, and a wide open 3 for Landon Griffith.
Big shot.
He's got half his average. Ball kicked out of bounds. And he makes it a 3-point ball game with 5:25 to go in the third
Here
quarter.
it is. He just dribbled in, and great follow through. Held that follow through, a la Reggie Miller.
And the Johnnies in transition, but it's knocked away and stolen by Colton Martin.
Got a chance for a little bit of a run because of good defense.
Levi Hauk over to Martin for 3. And the rebound pulled down by Schneider.
Both teams will look down the court. Both teams will push it, but both teams defensively are doing a great job of getting back and not allowing you to get easy baskets, easy looks. Good double team. And a quick timeout.
Forces the timeout with 4:38 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg still trailing by 3. And as we have talked about, this low score really favors Johnstown, and they've got the lead. And this has been the matchup that I thought it would be. I thought it would be a close ball game.
Right. And Centerburg right now has only 3 points this quarter. But you sense in the crowd, they were excited because of that call right there. You sense in the crowd that they see their team maybe a little bit more pep in their step, playing a little bit harder. The steal underneath where it looked like Johnstown was going to have an easy basket. The trap right here causing Johnstown into to call timeout. That's what you need. Get a little bit more energy. Get a little bit more action in if you're Centerburg, and good things are going to happen.
Well, the defense for the Trojans has really kept them in the ball game.
Yeah.
Now they just need to get something going offensively.
Well, they do. An open three they knock down, but they miss a couple of free throws. But both teams are doing such a great job on transition defense. It's tough to get easy points. Every point that's scored today, you got to work for.
Offensive foul is called on Cody Siegfried as he attacked the rim.
Well, I think the referee was going to give him 1, but not 2 shoulders to the body. Centerburg has come out and played some outstanding defense this quarter.
Grayson Reynolds back in for the Trojans. We talked in the games yesterday about how important, and especially a low-scoring game, each possession and each missed basket is.
Exactly. That's why you want to pass up a good shot to get a great shot each time down. That's just great defense right there. Great body up, not allowing him to get to the basket. Good post up by Mead.
And
nice
he finally
basket.
gets that first field goal.
Good post up. Not an easy basket. Had to go through the defense that time to score.
Pull Centerburg to within 1. Wide open for 3. Seth Scarberry with his second 3 of the night.
I think that was just poor communication that time by Centerburg, leaving him wide open.
Foul's going to be called on Brady Barb. That will be his 3rd.
Landon Griffith has done a couple of really nice things with the ball in his hands this quarter. That being one of them, taking the ball strong to the basket, a chance to go to the free throw line.
Griffith at the line with 3 points, a 54% free throw shooter. And he misses the first.
Well, how many games have we seen this year, Brian, where at the end of the game, the difference in the score was because of the difference in the free throws made?
Both these teams an identical 64% from the line as a team. And he splits the pair. So Griffith now with 4, and it's a 3-point ball game. Runner in the lane.
That was
Kyle
a nice
Siegfried with 4.
Yeah, Kyle Siegfried with a nice floater, because if he just kept his dribble, it was going to be an offensive charge. Nice floater to score that.
Colton Martin kicks it back up top.
Mead a chance for one-on-one. I like this, getting the ball into the post. Play inside out. There we go.
Martin from the right block. And Siegfried did just enough to make that shot tough. Siegfried for 3. And Colton Martin corrals the rebound up ahead to Mead.
Nice penetration kick. Nice read. Johnstown coach right away up saying, hey, be patient. Slow it down, not rush it. Let's get the 3.
Kyle Siegfried.
If it's not one Siegfried, it's the other.
The lead is now up to 8 with 2:08 to go in the third quarter. And John Marhefka has seen enough and needs a timeout.
Centerburg 4, Trojans, timeout.
Yeah, that's a big timeout right there. You know, you can't let your opponent have too big a lead in a low-scoring game.
As we talked about, each basket in this sectional final is going to be huge down the stretch. And in a league like this, and as low scoring as it is, an 8-point lead is almost a 14, 15-point lead.
Well, it is. You're right. In a low-scoring game, it's huge. But when I think of Centerburg, I think of a team that can catch fire, that can come back. Today, because of the flow of the game, because of the way that both teams, specifically Johnstown, getting back on defense, not giving you anything easy. An 8-point deficit, yeah, that's big. But Centerburg obviously is averages in the 60s. They've obviously had a great season, so they have the ability to score in spurts. What they need to do, put together some defensive stops. We've talked about kills before. What do we call a kill? 3 consecutive defensive stops. Well, I think they're going to have a few kills here this remainder of the second half and score, because they are struggling to score.
Ball knocked away. The Johnnies defense continues to be stingy. Left open momentarily was Kyle Siegfried, who's already got a 3.
Now you can see Johnstown be as patient as they want. Doing a lot of cutters. Play through Siegfried. They get the ball to him. Nice spin. Nice
I'll tell you
move
what,
inside.
he has been able to do whatever he wants to do offensively. He's hit a couple threes. He's attacked the basket. He's got 18, and the lead is 10.
Yeah, he's obviously played awfully well.
3 in the air and short by Landon Griffith. And it goes to the Johnnies as it sails out of bounds with a minute to go in the third quarter.
Now I ask you, Brian, you have a 10-point lead. You have momentum in your favor, but 1:07 to go in the quarter. Do you hold for the last shot right here? Well, that's going to be tough. We'll see what they decide to do. I think if they get a great shot, or Mead gets a steal.
It's a layup. Comes from their defense, but they'll take it, and it's an 8-point game.
That is the first easy basket I've seen today. It was created because of great defense, but it was a layup, and they haven't seen much of that today. Here's a nice pass inside. Good defense.
Ball blocked by Colton Martin, but it stays with Johnstown.
And I think it's wise now. There we go. Pull it out. You got an 8-point lead. Don't let Centerburg get any momentum. Maybe get the ball away from anybody Mead's guarding. He's got active hands. He's aggressive.
15 seconds and a trip. And if that's on Isaiah Reynolds, that's 4. Yep.
That's big. That's big. Got to get him out for at least this quarter, but I foresee him coming back early in the fourth only because of the deficit. Now with 15, 16 seconds left, you got to figure at sometime under 10 the ball's going to go to Siegfried.
There he gets it with 11. Nice jump stop inside. Oh, my.
Nice Euro step. Beautiful move.
4 seconds to go. Mead at the other end for 3.
Just off.
So Johnstown extends their lead. They're up by 10 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're watching boys high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience. At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Landon Griffith started Centerburg off with a field goal to begin the fourth quarter. It's now an 8-point game.
So Centerburg started off the fourth quarter just how they wanted. We're 30 seconds in. They get a basket, and they cause a turnover, so now they get a second possession. Keep putting together those defensive stops and look to score.
Isaiah Reynolds on the bench with 4 fouls. The story of the night has been the offense of Cody Siegfried for Johnstown with 20.
That move at the end of the third period was a pretty move, wasn't it? To avoid any charge and to slither in there away from the defense and get the layup. Good defense by Johnstown right now. A lot of time left in this game. If you're Centerburg, it's no time to force shots.
McKinnon Mead with only 5
There's
points
a nice
there.
move.
He shows a shot fake and the ball stripped clean, but it comes into the hands and a basket by Colton Martin.
Big steal, loose ball, 50-50 ball. Centerburg comes up with it. Now they've cut the lead from 10 to 6 here a minute and a half into the period. You see Centerburg just running 2 people at Siegfried.
Siegfried in the lane, throws it up, and what?
I assume it's a jump ball. Yeah, they're calling a jump ball. Siegfried lost his footing there. All he could do was throw it up. I don't think there was any foul or anything called, but on the alternating possession, Johnstown keeps possession of the ball. Momentum right now. Oh, that's right.
Stepped
Yeah.
out of bounds.
He came in from the out of bounds. He wasn't set yet. Here early in the fourth, I think all the momentum is coming back to Centerburg.
The Centerburg faithful on this side of the gym is really getting into this and trying to coax a run out of their Trojans.
Now we said we had Centerburg had to get some stops. They've done that, and they've gotten some scores. Here's another one. Beautiful
Mark
move.
with a layup.
Great move.
And it's a 4-point game under 6 minutes to go in this sectional title matchup.
Close to a 10 count. And, oh, no. Man down for Johnstown. That's Siegfried.
That is Siegfried. That is not good. And I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching the ball. I don't know if he just slipped. I don't know
He's
if we
holding
can
his
see
right
it here
ankle.
on the
He
replay.
runs right out of your picture. There he is. Yep, he stepped on the foot of one of the Trojans.
Yep, inadvertent and just turned his ankle. If he is out, boy, that'd be a big loss.
Oh, that's a
Big
huge
loss.
blow.
But for Centerburg, hey, they've started this quarter on fire. They've started with some defensive stops. They're scoring down here, running some good offense where they're getting some good looks at the basket.
Siegfried is sitting up. I tell you what, I think he's going to need help off the floor.
Yeah,
that is not a good sign.
That's not good. No.
Favoring the right ankle.
You know what you like to see, though? We're on the Centerburg side, and the fans are up applauding. They know he put forth a great effort today and is a great player.
20 points just walked off the floor for Johnstown.
That's 20 out of 35, not 20 out of the 93 that we saw the other night. So that's a big chunk. You see Centerburg coming out with a little bit more pressure now, a little bit more energy. Johnstown.
Ball on the floor, and who has it?
I think we're going to get another jump ball.
A scrum on this side, and let's see who they're going to give the basketball to. Centerburg is saying they have the ball,
Awarded to Johnstown.
but Johnstown will get it.
Yeah, they gave Johnstown coach a warning, but I think that, that he came out just to help the situation. Watch him step out just to make sure, helps all the players up, right here. Look, and yeah, the proper call is you can't come out on the floor, but, no harm, no foul there. Big stop by Centerburg, though.
Big possession here for the Trojans, down by 4.
Nice backdoor cut.
And the ball loose, and it goes to Johnstown. And they wanted an over and back. And it's out of control, and here come the Trojans. Mead
Ball.
McKinnon.
Nice pass.
Inside to Levi Hauck, and he's fouled.
Well, with Siegfried out, that takes out one big body inside. Centerburg likes to post up. They could be much more effective now with Siegfried out of the game. You got to connect on your free throws. They have not had one of their better nights shooting from the free throw line. Here in the fourth, you got to connect.
Hauck, a 68% free throw shooter, makes the first one his first point of the night. It's the third foul on Scarberry. So he has 3, and Brady Barb has 3.
Johnstown comes in with a little bit more size now, probably to defend against the posting up.
Hauck makes them both, and it's a 2-point game. Ball batted around, and here come the Trojans. And McKinnon ties it up. McKinnon Mead makes it a 35-all game. And a timeout on the floor taken by Johnstown. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go. It's a brand new ball game at 35.
Well, obviously this fourth quarter, Centerburg came out with so much energy. Not only are they scoring, but they're causing turnovers. The first half, the first 3 quarters, really not doing a good job of forcing turnovers. This fourth period, they have forced turnovers. That's number 7 on my count for Johnstown in this half.
Well, Siegfried with his 20 points, obviously they're missing that.
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
also missing his defense at the other end of the floor.
Well, they are, but, this run started before he went out. And, a lot of energy, a lot of life, but there's no question. I mean, he is such a quality player. They miss his, I'm sure he supplies much composure on the court as well as his offensive and defensive skills.
Mead now with 7. And when Siegfried left the game at the 5:45 mark, Johnstown still had a 4-point lead, and since then, in just over a minute, the Trojans have tied it up.
Yeah, it's been a quick comeback. I thought 10-point deficit, it might take them the whole quarter to get back in it, but they got back in it in a hurry. Now they're coming out again with aggressive defense. Neither team as a team is in foul trouble. Of course, Ramsey has 4 as an individual. So you can be aggressive. Question is, where's the offense going to come from if you're Johnstown? Another
Ball knocked
turnover.
away, and now the Trojans with an opportunity to take the lead. Martin inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Centerburg. Well, I asked Schaffer about that and the scoring that he gets from Siegfried and not a lot from other guys, and he said other guys have just shown the ability really all season long. This guy could step up and score 15, or this guy could step up.
Right.
So it hasn't been one other guy all season.
Well, that's
and Mead was
going to
just
have to
hounded
happen
by
now.
Brett.
Yeah. That's 5 team fouls right now on Johnstown, so we're still a couple of fouls away from the free throw shooting. Only 3 team fouls by Centerburg.
Brett with the second personal. And Mead takes the inbound.
Mead does a good job, recognizes the switch on the ball screen there. Thought he had a mismatch. Great ball
in the air in the lead as Landon Griffith dials long distance and connects.
Now, if you're Johnstown, who's going to stop the bleeding?
And a traveling call, and Centerburg gets the basketball. It is starting to unravel now for Johnstown.
Yeah, they only have 2 timeouts left, so they got to be judicious with it, but Centerburg's been on a good run this quarter.
Mead. And they wisely just slow it down and set things up. Griffith inside. And that's a big miss for Centerburg as Griffith was able to get into the lane.
Big rebound by Johnstown, but again, they're not scoring.
Long three doesn't drop by Barb. And Centerburg with a 3-point lead under 3 minutes to go.
Good job. Limit Johnstown to 1 shot.
Colton Martin has it blocked. And the ball is on the floor again, and we have another tied jump ball, and it's going to go to Johnstown.
We've already had, I think, 3 jump ball situations here in the 4th period.
Well, there's a good sign. Cody Siegfried back in the ball game for Johnstown. Now let's see how effective he is.
Right. They had to carry him off, or 2 players had to help him off, but he's back. Shows you he's a tough kid.
Nice. And another tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball in this one.
They call a foul?
No, they're going to call the foul.
That's only 14 fouls on Centerburg.
They call it on Houck. That's his second. Siegfried puts it on the floor. Reversal, and Drew Brett with a 3.
But it all started with Siegfried bringing the double team to him. A pass. Good unselfishness by Johnstown to get the open 3 and then knocking it down. I don't think that happens unless it's Siegfried drawing the double team inside.
Mead now picked up by Siegfried.
There's a good matchup for you. Smart by Mead. You got all the time in the world, baby. Bring it out, get everybody set, get everybody on the same page. Get in the set that you want to get into. Minute 33 to go. You're certainly not looking to hold it the entire time, but you want to get a good shot. There we go. That's good penetration. That's team foul number 6. So next foul by Johnstown will be shooting for Centerburg.
Caleb Schneider whistled for the personal.
Minute 28 left. With the pressure that Johnstown's giving defensively, you can't hold it that long. You just want to get into a good set and make sure you get yourself a good shot.
Mead. The winner takes on either Northmore or North Union in the district semifinals.
Centerburg doing a lot of 5 out. Here's the first steal.
Ball tipped away. Brett lays it up and in. So the turnover gives the lead back to Johnstown with 57 seconds to go. Needed a little bit more on that pass.
Well, you do, and also a little bit too much dribbling. We talk about the ball sticking. Well, the ball was sticking, and that meant the other 4 players were standing, and now you have a big dilemma because there's nobody moving, so there's nobody open, and you're just dribbling, and what's going to happen, and a turnover is caused right there. I thought it was great with a minute 30 left. They pulled it out, and I thought they were getting into a set, something they really wanted to run. but Johnstown just played outstanding defense.
Nice anticipation by Drew Brett, and then he lays it up and in. Now, for you and I, this is our fourth game in 5 days.
Right.
Are you ready for overtime? I just have a feeling it's coming.
Well, I tell you, I'll take it when teams are playing hard like this. Teams are playing hard. The scoring is low because baskets are hard to come by. And from my standpoint, that's enjoyable to watch. It's like a pitcher's duel, and it's not that it's poor hitting, it's just great pitching. Here it's just outstanding defense. But we're going to see what set the Centerburg like the most.
Johnstown 40, Centerburg 38, 52 seconds to go. And they're going to call the offensive foul on a hard screen by Alex Johnson.
Now, of course, you won't shoot that, but it's still only team foul number 5. Johnstown with 48 seconds to go. In the first half, I would say, well, Johnstown, you're handling the ball well. You could try to hold it, really spread them. But this quarter, Centerburg has played such great defense, caused so many turnovers. Johnstown's not going to be able to hold it the entire fourth quarter.
Well, they're going to try to. They're going to make Centerburg come after them.
Well, they are getting good ball movement. I have to give that.
Ball tipped away, and Levi Hauk lays it up and in. We are tied at 40, and up ahead it goes to Brett.
And who do you think's going to get it? Well, they're going to shoot an early 3.
On an offensive rebound and a whistle and a timeout called by Johnstown with 9 seconds to go. And it was the defense again that came up with a big play.
Well, it was, but I think, it's a great timeout by Johnstown because I think the shot was taken a little bit earlier than what Coach wanted. You don't want your team to shoot early and allow the opponents to get an extra shot off. You want to take the last shot. Now, maybe you want to shoot with 3 or 4 seconds left and maybe a chance to get an offensive rebound. But I would worry about that because there's 6 team fouls. You don't want to get an over the back offensively. But they're in the situation right now. Who do you think is going to get the last shot?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's Siegfried, but how effective is he going to be on that ankle that we know is tender?
Well, in the last possession that they scored, the 3, it was Siegfried that penetrated, drew the double, and kicked to an open shooter. So if it's not Siegfried that gets the shot, I think it's going to be Siegfried that instigates, that decides who's going to get the final shot.
It's going through number 33.
Exactly.
Johnstown with the ball. 9 seconds to go. We're tied at 40. Inbounds to Brett. And Siegfried for 3. Siegfried with a 3, and did they get a timeout call? Now you can argue as we look at the replay, there might have been a push-off.
That's a tough call, and again, I'll go back and say, tournament time, they're going to let a little bit more go. Let's look at it and see. I think everybody in this part of the county is thinking that was offensive. Everybody in Licking County is saying, "What a great call!" Those are tough. That's tough. I would live with it either way. As a coach, I wouldn't, but as an impartial fan who just loves to see this great play. Now, let's go back to last night real quick. We saw Mansfield Senior Shelby. Mansfield Senior scores a 2 with 0.8 seconds left, dead ball. Couple of timeouts by Shelby. They throw the length of the court to their best player who catches it going towards their basket and has a wide open 3, just doesn't knock it down. So is it possible to get a good shot off right here? Yes, but it's not going to be easy.
Well, let's see what they set up here. The Trojans down by 3. Yet to see how they're going to give them 1.4 seconds. Plenty of time to catch and shoot.
If you're Centerburg, you want to get the ball going towards your basket. Don't get it coming back. You got to throw it going towards your basket. There we go. Good guy to get it. Good. That's as good as you can get.
Off the front of the rim, and Centerburg falls again in the sectional championship. It's the Johnnies with a 43-40 win. We will be back to wrap it up after this. You're watching boys high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Love, love, little things. Love, little things.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware. Time now for our RE/MAX Peak Player of the Game, presented by Super Agent Tyler Griffith. And it is Cody Siegfried, the leading scorer, 23 points in tonight's exciting win here at Centerburg. First of all, how's the ankle?
It's feeling good after that.
Well, that's good. Were you guys expecting this kind of defensive effort out of Centerburg tonight?
We knew they were going to be a tough opponent. They're a good team, and we had to expect that.
Talk about what your goals were coming into this season. Obviously, a very successful season a year ago, a lot of youth and a lot of inexperience coming in. What were your goals as you guys started the regular season?
Well, we couldn't let that inexperience hold us back. Coach told us from the start we were going to have to fight through some adversity and overcome that.
Well, and you guys did that tonight, and you guys had the lead through much of the game, but then Centerburg really did a nice job of getting back into the game, but you guys didn't hold your composure. Did you think when you went out that you were going to be able to come back in, or did you think that you were done?
I knew I was going to come back in. I knew my teammates were going to give it their all and do their job.
I was also impressed with not only what you did offensively, but defensively on Mead. You really shut him down.
Thank you, sir. He was a focal point coming into this game.
Do you guys know at all anything about North Union or Northmore?
Our coaching staff does a great job scouting, and they're going to make sure we know everything about them.
Now, listen, I grew up many, many years ago in Granville, so it's hard for me to root for anybody from Johnstown. But, hey, you deserve it, buddy. You played awfully well tonight. But what I want to ask you, there in the fourth quarter, before you got injured, Centerburg started on a run. You guys called timeout. What message did Coach relay to you guys in the fourth period in the timeouts when Centerburg had all the momentum?
Well, Coach told us to keep our composure. We know we have to fight through adversity, and it's something that we've worked on, and he told us, play your game, be confident, and that really works.
Now, you did a great job not only just scoring, but contributing, drawing some double teams and kicking.
Thank
Do
you.
you guys work a lot on that?
Yes, that's a big part of our offense is getting drive and kick, hitting shooters. We have great shooters on this team.
Now, good luck to you. We're going to be rooting for you down the road here.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations to Cody Siegfried and the Johnstown Johnnies on a big win. We'll come back and take a look at the final stats right after this. You've been watching boys high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
So Johnstown gets a big win on the road at Centerburg, and the Trojans, unfortunately for them, for the second straight season, fall in a sectional final, this one on their home floor. And as you mentioned, they were starting to get some momentum in the fourth quarter, and we thought that the injury to Siegfried might just push them over the edge, but they were unable to seal the deal, and there were some defensive plays made at the end.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great defensive performance by both teams, but I really believe that if Cody Siegfried doesn't come back, Centerburg wins the game, because I believe when he came back, he contributed to, if not all the baskets, at least 90% of them when he came back in, whether it's that big three that he hit or the penetration and kick that he had, drawing the double team. He's such a valuable offensive player, and as you mentioned in the interview, also a valuable defensive player.
Let's take a look at the final numbers, and the Johnstown Johnnies getting that big win on the road at Centerburg. And as we take a look at the final numbers, you see the 15 field goals, but the 7 threes, including the big one at the end, that really was the difference.
Well, that offsets the turnovers. And in the fourth period, second half, really, but early in the fourth quarter specifically, Centerburg did a great job of causing turnovers and getting some easy baskets from it. But when you're getting easy baskets and those are layups and those are 2 and your opponents are getting 3s, well, even I can do that math.
Well, and as you talk about math, Siegfried with 23 of the 43 points. No one for either team was in double figures.
Yeah, I tell you, he is such a good offensive player, and he did it at different levels. He did it by getting the ball strong to the basket. He did it by posting up. He did it from mid-range. He did it, obviously, from threes, the big one being the last 3.
Well, with the win, Johnstown is now 13-11, and Centerburg ends the season 19-4. The final score tonight, Johnstown 43 and Centerburg 40. The Johnnies advance to play either Northmore or North Union in district play on Tuesday night at 7. The site has yet to be determined. Our thanks to tonight's broadcast team. Our producer was Adam Thompson, and the fine camera work courtesy of Hayden Gray. Most of all, our thanks to you for joining us. Once again, the final score, Johnstown 43 and Centerburg 40. You've been watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report, powered by BS Media Productions, the future of local sports. For Greg Collins, I'm Brian Harder. So long from Centerburg.